All right, so what day is today? Hang on. I think it's the 19th. It is. It's Thursday, the 19th. It's almost Friday. Well, it isn't. I mean, this isn't Midnight with Magoo. It should be Midnight with Magoo. But because I'm in Santa Fe and my brother goes to bed at 9 and gets up really early, I have to go to bed earlier myself. So I'm going to bed soon. And hopefully some of you will come on here and see this either now or tomorrow for you guys. Anyway, I really like you guys a lot. I really thank you for being part of my YouTube site. I got to tell his friends tonight. My brother, hey, there you go. Hi. Hello. Good evening. I'm in Santa Fe. One Love. Hi. Queen. All right. From Santa Cruz. Ooh, sweet. Hang on. What happened? Where'd everybody go? Oh, wait. I have the camera on. I remember this now. I change it. Hang on. I have to flip it. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, so here we go. Now you're upside down. Oh, there you go. All right, now you go. Hey, Silva, hi. And Grandma Squirrel. All right, I can't quite read where that is. Rohnert Park? I've never heard of that. I am having a great trip. My brother did the nicest thing tonight. It was very sweet. And I really recommend it if you've been out of touch with any of your relatives. This, oh, oh, I see you have to tighten it up. There you go. Now I got it. Anyway, this is a great thing to do. What he did was he called me and we basically talked for about 2 years because we've been out of touch for a long time, me being in the cult and he was a runner and a writer. So we just had been out of touch. And so then he started calling me and me calling him, and we've just stayed in touch. Thank you, Silva. Ooh, Napa in Northern California. All right, cool. Anyway, we stayed in touch. He's called me almost, pretty much every day, or I call him, and we just catch up. And there's so much. I mean, we've been out of touch for many, many years. So catching up was really fun. I will be well, thank you. Smoke and Ren063. Hi. Hi, you guys. So it seems like we have better reception tonight, hopefully. Hi, Holly from boring old Akron, Ohio. Aw, Akron, Ohio isn't boring, is it? Nothing is boring unless you make it boring. You got to remember that. You got to create your own joy. I mean, here's my brother. He's in his 80s and he had all his friends over. They all came over. It was just wonderful meeting him. I mean, I'm really falling in love with Santa Fe. It's such a wonderful town. And the people are really nice. It's really great. It's not boring. Definitely not boring here. And I don't know. Like everyone's like, are you having trouble with the air? And I'm like, no, actually, it's great. Remember I was having trouble with my hearing? I still am a little bit, but my ears popped a lot since I came up here because we're 6,000 feet up. Hi, Larry. Hey, Elizabeth. I know. I'm glad I'm having a great time too. Thank you. TikTok too. TikTok too. Hey, Dee Dee. Hey, Kiko. Hi, Holly. You have 8 grandchildren here wow, no kidding. That's wonderful. 8 grandchildren. Wow, congratulations. That's really something, Holly. Wow. That's a feat. Thank you. Thank you, witness. It's good to see you too. It is. I was telling the guys tonight because they were asking about my life, and one lady really wanted to hear about Scientology, and she was really sweet. She just kept, because we'd get off and out of the things, and she'd say, "All right, now back to the story." I really liked him a lot. He has really cool friends, as do I. So I was telling him about you guys, and I gave him my card, which has my YouTube site on it. So hopefully some of them, I forgot to tell them to subscribe, but if they come on, subscribe, please do. I know, witness, it's been good. It's been a really good trip. It has been fantastic. And to think it's only Thursday, we still have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I leave Monday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's good. That's 3 days. It's not much. It goes by quick. It really does. But it's been a wonderful trip. It's really been fun. So how have you guys been? I heard that DOA got um, what do you call it? I always forget the name. Where they fly in and handcuff him and stuff. What's the name? Um, Swatted. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hi. Hey, 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 hey. I know hard to see some of you guys. And this keeps fading out. Hi, Queen Tori. So good to see you. Greetings from Germany. Ooh, that's wonderful. Good for you. I told you my son fell in love with someone from Germany. He went to Germany. He went to uh, Oxford, England, for school for 3 months, just for 3 months, from Pasadena City College. And then they had summer break. So he went all over. He went to see every place my family's from. And I'm English, Irish, German, Scottish, and part Welsh. So there you go. So he went to all those different countries and found where my family was from, which I thought was really cool. One love. Yeah, swatted. Yeah. I can't believe they're still doing that. It's so weird. You told it many times about your son in Germany. Yeah, I know. I like to say it because it's one of those things where it was so suppressed when I was in Scientology. It was like people just, they're so weird about about Germany. So I know it's kind of fun for me to just mention it. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying it. Which part of Germany are you from? Heidi? Which part of Germany are you from? That's not coming up. Maybe it's coming across all the rivers and oceans. Near Cologne. All right. I don't know Germany big enough. You have to tell me a big city. Yikes, I was 7 minutes behind. Sorry. Oh, that's okay. What does that mean you were 7 minutes behind? Well, anyway, you're here now. Hi, Larry. So is Cologne, is it near Berlin? Uh, Oh, it's in the middle of Germany. Okay. My uncle, excuse me, is Glenn Chrisman. Oh, he says he is related to your dad in some way. He lives in a small town called New Concord, Ohio now. Well, you'd have to tell me how, because I'd be interested to know. I mean, have him send me a little private message or something, because I'd definitely be interested. I love that you're there visiting your brother. I always say it's never too late. It's really true. That's why I wanted to make these videos because it's so great. It's just been your stream. Hi, Tori. Hey, Larry. Oh, I gotcha. Um, no, it's never too late. It really isn't. We're a perfect example of that. And I mean, Now I've met all his friends, not all of them, but I mean, I met a whole bunch of them. 15 people came, which was a lot of people for us. And we went to Trader Joe's and bought a whole bunch of snacks and some wine and stuff like that. And everybody had a great time. They really did. They wanted to hear my story, and then I wanted to hear theirs and find out, where they're from and how long they've been here. And, it was just my brother's good at doing these. Like he said, we're going to have from 5 to 7. And I said, really? Because mine used to be, 8 or 6 o'clock till 2 in the morning. But of course, ex-Scientologists, you get them together, they're never going to leave. So it was a little bit of a different story. But he said a lot of these people want to go out and eat afterwards. So if they know they're not going to have to stay, then they come. But if they have to stay, he said they might not. Tori, were you in Scott's chat tonight? Yeah, I was. And everyone was saying it's not Tori. And it's like, what the hell was that? Thank you. Thank you for about my glasses. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Everybody was saying that's not really the real Tori. And I was like, call me on the phone, call me on my cell phone. And I guess because he was on his phone, I guess you can't. But I thought he had two phones, so I figured he could call with his other phone. But he didn't. And so anyway, it definitely was me. I was. That's why I mentioned him being swatted. I mean, I was really surprised. It's like, boy, they have really bugged him. Cat eye sunglasses? No, no. These are just my regular reading glasses. Do they look like sunglasses? He does have two phones. Okay, good. Thank you, Keiko. That's what I thought. So I thought he could pick up one phone, and because I've seen, people do that where they have two phones. That's a great reason for having a second phone. Thank you, Aurora. Um, okay, so DT, for some reason, we can't say DOA in your chat. Yeah, I know they have it blocked, and I don't know. It isn't DOA that they're blocking. They're blocking all the trolls that come with him. And I don't know what to do on that. We'll work it out when they come back and I come back. Are there many people retired? Yeah, from the Midwest and New Mexico. So many went to move south to avoid the snow in the winter. I heard it's beautiful. It's really beautiful here. And I think there's a lot of seniors. It's really fun for me. It's kind of different to be around a whole bunch of people and a lot of them are in really good shape too. Most of them that I've seen are in really good shape. Hi, Tori. Mods and chat. All right. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Yeah, yeah. A couple of people here live like in San Francisco and here, or one lady lives in Mexico and here. Just different places. They have like two different locations that they have, and they get around. One guy said he'd been here. I think I can't remember if it was three. I think it was only 3 weeks they'd been here, and then they had to go back for work. They had stuff they were doing. And then did I tell you about last night? Last night we went and I think I told you guys, but we saw these scientists, and that was really cool too. It was really, really. I wish I could have taped it. It was just fascinating. It really was, and it was really fascinating their problems, which is sort of, I mean, in a nutshell, it was like how to connect with the science world with we the people. You know what I mean? Because I think they see, AI coming around and all kinds of stuff, and it's interesting. You could see it was a situation for them. I think for a long time it's been the scientists and us, right? The scientists and us. And now it's kind of like the scientists going, well, how do we get in with us? And it was interesting to hear there were 5 different people and they all had different views and different considerations on it. That wasn't really the title at all, but I'm not a scientist, so I can't remember. It was something on complexity. I remember that because complexity and simplicity, because I'm pretty much a simple person. And I don't do real well with complexity. Ooh, from Greece. All right. Hey, CG. Nice. That's a place I want to go. Okay, how hot is it there? It is hot. It was 90 degrees here in the southwest suburbs of Chicago today. Ooh, hey, have you gone to the Science and Industry? Did I ask you that last night? Because if you haven't, you've got to go. That is a great museum. Glad you're having a nice time. Me too, Nanya. Thank you. Hey, thank you very much. Who is this? Yo-Yo Ooze. I'm going to see if I can like that. There, I did it. I did it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very sweet. You're truly someone to aspire to be. You're never too old. It's true. It's never too late, etc. Did you write a book yet? That's the one thing I have not done. My brother's written 10 books. His name is Tory-Christman on Amazon. And they're all fiction, but they're great titles. I mean, my favorite title is Lost in a Room Full of Dinosaurs. And it's all about a library, but it's really cool. Anyway, he's not quite sure how he relates. Oh, this is the guy that thinks he's related to my dad. He's almost 80 and is not into computers at all. Okay, well, he could call me. I'm originally from Canton, Ohio, the Football Hall of Fame. Okay, home, that's how your name came up. Okay, well, he can call me. My number, um, what type of books or you can email. Oh, yeah, he doesn't do email. What type of books does your brother write? Fiction. Again, so glad you guys are. Yeah, me too. I mean, he's really a cool guy. I mean, I knew he was, but it was just fun reconnecting after all this time. Question: Are you going to look? Wait. Are you going to look for a Scientology? No, I'm not. I'm doing stuff that he and I want to do together, and he has absolutely no interest in it, and I understand that. And I don't really it's just, I want to enjoy him. I haven't seen him in 40 years. So it's really special for me. And we've had really a good time. So there's all kinds of cool stuff to do here. So I want to do that. I went to that museum. It is so cool, but it needs 2 days. Yeah, I know. To see all that went on the German sub that they captured. Yeah, I know. I mean, it you mean in the science and industry, right? Are you talking about that? Are you talking about Los Alamos? I don't know, YRB. I think you should ask your brother to write your book. You would be collaborating with a published author and catching up where your brother's at the same time. Nah, that might be an idea. That's a good idea. Thank you very much, RB. YRB. I will. I'll ask him. I mean, mine, he mainly writes fiction is the thing, and I don't. I'm I don't if I wrote a book, I'd want to write what happened. So that's where it kind of gets snarly. And usually people who are fiction writers are fiction writers, and the Chicago Science of Music, the Chicago Science Museum of Industry. Yeah, really a cool place. It's sort of like Los Alamos. I mean, it's a different thing. Los Alamos had the bomb. Did you see my photographs on Facebook by any chance? I have a picture of me next to the bomb. I don't know if I could put it on here. I don't know how you do that. Can you put pictures on YouTube? I don't know. Chicago Science. Does anyone know if you can put a photograph on an Android? All right, there's 66 people here. Thank you for coming. And there's 46 likes. That's all I'll say. Now, does anybody know if you can put a photograph on YouTube? He's answering. I'm going to have some water. Just a second. My water. I went and got sparkling water today, and I missed it so much. That's what I drink a lot at home. I didn't have any here. Yes, your adventures are almost unbelievable. Like fiction, mine are? No. Oh, you mean the stuff in Scientology? That's true. That's true. It might be. I'll have to talk to him and see. You can post a photo to your community tab. Okay, okay, good to know. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that, Kiko. I was telling my brother that because that's kind of how I learned how to do computers at all, is really been with all of you, and people on the net helping me. I mean, I remember the early days, it was ridiculous. I do not know. I think it has to be pre-planned. Okay, you mean the photograph? Okay, YRB. I think you can put pictures on somehow on the community section. All right, I'll try it. Because I took one with me next to the bomb, the real atomic bomb. And it's sort of like, I am I am not a creator, so I really do not know. Sorry. That's okay. Believe me, I understand that. What do you know about fractional dimensional manipulation? Are you trying to test my science mind? Forget it. Forget it. Me and science never went together. That's why I love the Museum of Science and Industry. That's what it's called, the Museum of Science and Industry. And it it's really great because they have all these things that someone like me can actually see science in action. It's really cool. My brother, on the other hand, was very scientific. Does your brother like your highlights? Yeah, it's great that all of the Christman kids, wait a minute, are creative and artistic music writers and great storytellers. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of neat. We've all turned out. I wish my parents could have been around when now that they could see us because, let's see, all I know is that sequence stuff is cool, found in nature. Okay. What's your thoughts on pre-50s UAF? What's UAP? I don't know what UAP is. So, and pre-50s UAP? Universal American Philosophy? Oh, UFO. Okay, what's your thoughts on pre-50s UFOs? Um, having been in Scientology, I'm not really big on UFOs, but I think they might be around. I do. I think they're the unidentified, aerial phenomena. Okay, yeah, I do think there's UFOs. I do. Hi, Sophie. Thanks for coming on. I think there are. I do. I went to Edwards Air Force Base and I asked a lady, and she was someone that I just knew. I mean, I could feel she was telling me the truth. And I said, look, I just want you to just tell me yes or no. Are there UFOs? Are there artificial intelligence here on the base? And she said, I'm just going to say yes. And that's all. So I think so. I think it was true. Good to see you. Yay, I know it now. GTSY. Woo-hoo-hoo. My new word. So funny. I learned so much stuff from you all. Oh, Sophie, I hope you're having a good time in New Zealand. Oh, there's a former United States Army, counterintelligence special agent, Louis Zondo, who has been doing a lot of interviews about his book about the Pentagon and UFOs. Oh, cool. And does he say that they're there or not? How about human civilizations existing pre-dinosaur? Ah, you got me there, Jay. Um, I I don't know what the question is. That's not really a question. It's just how about human civilizations? Well, what about them? What's your question? Hmm, everybody's saying hi. That's good. That's good. We got a few more likes. Well, Sophie, I've been having a great time with my brother, just so you know. I think you missed the beginning of it, but he had a party for me tonight. It was very sweet. It really was. He had all his friends, not all of them, but he had a bunch of them, 15, and they came and we had snacks and wine and beer and just chatted, and everybody wanted to hear my story about Scientology. It's a little embarrassing because, you know, it's kind of a long story. And you guys are part of it. Yep, that's a fact. So I told them about that too. I didn't tell you your names. Private. All right. So now, oh, here's some. Okay, Keiko, evening, my dear. Ah, I once tried to talk to a Scientologist about UFOs, and they wanted no part of the conversation. Well, remember OT3, which has to do with Z News and really artificial intelligence, is top secret. So they would get in big trouble if they were talking about that. 49ers for life. That's so funny. Now what did 40 I missed it. 49ers for life. I didn't even see 49ers for life come on. Okay, I missed it. Really did. He must be talking to you privately because I missed it. I tried once to talk. Okay, yeah, right. Okay, 49ers for life. I don't see what 49ers for life said, but welcome if you're here, 49ers for life. I don't see you, but I'm glad you're here. Sounds fabulous, the party. It really was. It was simple. It was fun. It was just, everybody had a good time and it was short. It was like 5 to 7. That's my brother's thing. He said, just have a short thing. They can have snacks, you know, a glass of wine, a couple of glasses of wine, and they're on their way. And a lot of them had places they had to go. It was really cute. A couple of them, they said, well, we have to go and take care of this person's cat because she's out of town, so we're watching the cat. But other ones were going to dinner, and they had different things. That he was exactly right. That's what he said. They often have other plans. It's so easy to fall for Santa Fe. Oh, it is. I'm in love with it. I really, I would move here if I could. I really would. I'm here. 49ers for life. There you are. Hi. You read my UFO story. Oh, okay. Oh, that was your story. All right. Is your brother older or younger? He's my oldest brother. I have two older brothers, and he's the oldest. He's 4 years older than I am. And my other brother is 1 year older than I am. So David is the one that's in um, Thailand. Well, now he's out traveling again somewhere. But anyway, he's out. He's off somewhere traveling. Hunkered down in Thailand now. That's where he lives. Because that started with COVID. They wouldn't let him. He couldn't go to any other country, and he was in Thailand on his way to Vietnam to do a concert because he's a DJ. So he was on his way there, and then COVID hit. So they said, "No, you got to stay here." So he went. He said, "I've always wanted to retire on an island." So he went to this Koh Phangan, and that's where he is. Except he travels around all the time. So he's a traveler, and my other brother's a writer and a runner. You like etymology. I forget what etymology is. Tell me what it is. I think it's cute. Your brother wanted you to meet. I did too. He must hold you in high. Well, I just think it was really kind of him. I do. And they were really nice. I loved all of them. I really did. They were a really good group of people. I loved driving there from Colorado because the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, are amazing. I know the whole topography around here is just fabulous. It really is. It's just to die for. I like Santa Fe. It's so full of art and interesting architecture. I know. That's what I love about the art is, I mean, you go to a restaurant and they just have fabulous art. It's really cool. Thank you. You. One love, I agree. Thank you, Sophie. Insects. Oh, etymology has to do with insects? That doesn't sound right. I'm not big on insects. No, not at all. Okay, Sophie, Blizzard, please speak in full sentences. Thank you. Thank you. Good, good, good tip. Yeah, that's a good tip, Blizzard. That um, it just helps if there's a complete sentence. Hi, Debbie. Yeah, so like I don't know what you mean about insects. So I know I said what is etymology, but it's better if you go etymology has to do with insects, and then it's a complete sentence. There you go. All right, so now let's see, what is this? 49ers for Life question. When you were in Scientology, were you a bit scared of high OTs that left because they could use their voting power to create evil? Or did you think they lost their powers when they left? I never thought OTs had powers. I never did. I never saw any demonstration of OT powers. And the most you would see is like, well, I was driving down the freeway and I decided to make that car move and it moved over. Those are like the kind of OT wins that you hear. They really didn't have any. I didn't really believe in I don't think I really believed in the state of OT. I definitely didn't believe in the state of clear because that's a perfect memory, a perfect IQ, no somatics, no pains. That's the original definition. And I've stuck with that. Even though they kept changing it, excuse me, I didn't because that was the original one. I love all the jewelry in Santa Fe. Yeah, I've got to go see it. Love it has told me to go see it. So that's one of our next few days. We're going to go to some of the things. Keiko, etymology is the study of the origin of words. Oh, thank you. I thought insects didn't sound right. Okay, etymology. Thank you for writing that out, Keiko. See how much better that is? That just says it for everyone watching and for everyone and for me for sure. Etymology is the study of the origin of words. My ex-husband used to be the fiend of etymology. He was a word fiend. And besides words, he also was really big on the origin of words. So he loved, to study tech and all that because he loved that kind of thing. And he was really good at it too. I mean, he would connect, he would pull out root words and make things, you'd go, oh, all of a sudden something really made sense. It was really interesting. Now Keiko says etymology is the study of insects. Now, wait a second. Now, this is the same person saying etymology. Oh, etymology is the study of insects, and ETY, etymology is the study of the origin of words. Interesting. Well, I like the study of words. I'd love to see Santa Fe. I don't travel much. I need to get my butt moving. That is correct, One Love. And you know what? You have to do it. That's the thing. Like my brother bought me We talked about for probably 2 years about getting together. And then he just bought me a train ticket. But luckily, Spanky and Lovett actually got me to think about it. And they said, look, it's 13 hours of sitting, Tori. You got to really think about it. That's a long time at my age, to sit for 13 hours. And it was only like 150 or 200 bucks more for a plane ticket, and it's only an hour flight. So I took the flight, and it was really worth it. Tori did jewelry. Mm, I don't know what that means. I love jewelry. I took a college level class at the summer program when I was in high school. It was fascinating. Now, are you talking about the insects or about words? I think you're talking about etymology with words. But let me know, Keiko. One Love, it's a cool place to visit. Yeah. Well, I'm an etymologist. Oh, J Blizzard, which is the study of insects. Okay. All right. So it's ETO, and the other with words it's ETY. Okay. All right. So you're I'm an etymologist. All right. Well, not my bag, but I'm glad it's yours. We need people to study stuff like that. I love language and words. Me too. Yeah, I'm a language and words person. Hey, Tori and chat. Hi, Connie. Watching from Tasmania? Are you serious? Wow. You're teasing. Really? You're in Tasmania? You're teasing me. I think you are. Okay, Sophie. 1 hour is too long to sit down. Oh, 13 hours. Yeah, it's too long. And also, I have like balance issues, and it's sort of like trying to get on a rocky, train for 13 hours. It's like, and I thought I'm going to arrive here completely exhausted, which is another thing to keep in mind. And I thought that's not going to be fun for either of us. And I'll have to sleep to catch up and that. So I thought I'll just take the plane. That's better. Agreed, Sophie. And he was kind enough to give me the money that he paid for the train to put towards the plane ticket. So that was nice. Okay, now wait. I went, I thought you sold jewelry. I did. Yeah, I did. But you just didn't say that. So that's what you just said, Tory and jewelry or something like that. And yeah, I sold jewelry. I did for one friend got robbed, and one CS who was in the Sea Org actually started selling jewelry, and somebody came and wanted his jewelry, and he wouldn't give it to him, and they shot him and killed him. And I just thought, you know what, this is too much. I don't want to do this. Juliette Lewis Wikipedia page says she is a spiritualist and does not identify as a Scientologist. Wow, yeah, I know. I grew up across from Juliette Lewis growing up. And, I know Jeffrey, I know their whole family. Glennis, that used to be one of his wives. Oh my God, now she's a spiritualist and does not identify. And she actually says that? Wow, that's big. That's really big. I've always wanted a nice piece of turquoise jewelry. Yeah, I know. Turquoise is really beautiful. It is. Yep. All right. Well, it's good you like insects because somebody needs to. Sure am, Hobart. The class I took was etymology, the study and origin of words. Okay, not etymology, which is the study of insects. Well, I've learned something tonight. My policy is learn something every day. And I learned something right now. Thank you both. I learned something. I couldn't do that. Bugs freak me out. They do me too. I'm like anti-bugs. But I'm glad somebody likes them because, we need somebody to study them. Yeah, they freak me out too. The worst ones are in Florida. Those palmetto bugs. Oh my God. Those are just torturous. If you've never seen them, they're awful. And they fly too. They're really icky and they're all over the place. I'm in the right place for insects. Australia has awesome creatures of all kinds. I have seen that. I have seen that they do have awesome creatures. Blizzard, I've been to Australia. I don't know how you study bugs there. Yikes. Hmm. Because you don't think they have bugs there? He sounds like they do. I've noticed that very different species. Yeah, they have. It is. It's almost like, from another planet or something. Some of the different forms of life they have. Juliette Lewis is great. Loved her in Natural Born Killers. Yeah, she's a great. I love her too. But watching her grow up, I mean, I've seen her since she was like 2. Little kid. She lived across the street from us. I have recently gotten into turquoise and gold instead of silver. All right. Well, there you go. I think Juliette Lewis is still in. A spiritualist sounds like another name for a Scientologist. I think you're right, Sophie. That's what I think. But the fact that she said she doesn't identify as a Scientologist, that's kind of a big step. I'm going to look it up after we get off because that that would be big if you said I don't identify as a Scientologist. But she could still probably dance around it. Probably she just doesn't want the bad PR. That's what I think. That's my guess on it because her whole family is still in it. But who knows? People wake up all the time. Look at me, Debbie P. Going there is on my bucket list for a couple reasons. Okay, I believe there is still a restaurant outside of town, and in the morning sells native silver and turquoise jewelry from the makers. Wow. Do you know the name of it? I'll have to go there. Blizzard loved her in the recent series Yellow Jackets. I didn't see that. I've got to watch that. I think it's Netflix. Have not seen Connie. She'll check it out. Okay. Palmetto bugs, yeah, roaches. Yeah, that's really icky. Icky, icky, icky. The creatures there are huge. They're meaning in Australia or they're meaning in Florida? Because they're pretty big in Florida too. Question: when you were a Scientologist, did you ever ask a protester, what are your crimes? No. I always thought that was stupid. It was like I went out and talked to people and I'd say, what do you know about Scientology? And they'd have some really weird responses. One guy said, well, I know one thing, they think the earth was made by science. And I said, we do not. And he goes, you're a Scientologist? He looked away and held his sign out to the street. This was in Clearwater in 79. Crazy. But no, I never asked that kind of thing. That I always thought that was stupid, and so did the critics. It is stupid. It's just, what are your crimes? They're there protesting. It it doesn't mean they have crimes. I never thought they did. I really didn't. Probably why I'm out. Are palmetto bugs flying? They kind of are. Yeah, they're kind of flying cockroaches, but they're really big. They're really spooky. Australian wildlife is totally insane. So many dangerous. Really? Wow, Sophie. And you don't have any in New Zealand? That's kind of amazing because you're. I don't know. I gotcha. Witness can creep. I got you at witness can creep some out. Okay. I don't know what that means. Like I saw like a 6-inch diameter spider. Wow. Fuck yourself with that lizard. Yeah, he probably knows. He probably understands it. Connie, bugs equal hell no. And his name, he said, was defending the ants. And I thought, ants? Why would you defend ants? And I always get ants in my house in the summertime. So I don't really like them. And they're a lot like the Sea Org. I mean, they just keep coming back. They're unbelievable. They just march along and you can cut them off and they come back. They come back. And so I was like, why would you, be the defender of ants? And he does defend ants. He does, because he says they create some kind of tree. Without ants, we wouldn't have this certain tree. But it's really defendant or servant. He was in Washington and he said nobody was defending those kind of people. So he became the defender of ants. It's kind of an interesting title. All right. Now let me see. I don't, let me check where you guys are. Oh, there you go. Okay, I missed a whole bunch of these. Mine stopped showing you. Oh my God, I missed a ton of stuff. Wow. I was pretty shocked that Aaron Cairo is a Scientologist. He is a pro skateboarder. They get him in. I'm telling you, that's why I'm always talking to kids, giving them my card. I think you are correct, Tori, in regards to Juliet Lewis. Yeah, I think both of us are. You said it first. Yeah, but not deadly. Witness called a huntsman spider. Ooh, it's a small one that you need to watch for. Funnel web and hacks, red backs are deadly. Yeah, they have those in Florida, red ants. No, it's my old phone. This is from Debbie. They are supposed to have great breakfast menus. Oh, it's in your old phone. Ah, darn. So you don't know the name? They have great prices too. And they let the sellers go from table to table. Oh, maybe my brother would be. Yeah, maybe he will. I'll ask him tomorrow. Great blizzard. I'm gonna have a creepy crawl all night. Nah, just change your mind. Think of something else before you go to sleep. Sophie, Tori handled the critics in a really different way. Yeah, link to the video of Tori when she did it. Oh, thank you. Can you send that to me so I see it? Because I can't click on it now, and it'll be gone as soon as I post this, Sophie. So will you send that link to me? I'd just like to see it. Okay. The knives got luck. The kiwis got lucky. No deadlies. We got the damn snakes and ants. Ew. And that's in Australia. Yeah. Yeah, you got a lot of interesting things. They just keep coming back, Tori. So funny. It's true. It is. I mean, not as much because they're dwindling, you know what I mean? But ants remind me of them a lot. Okay, Tori, we have very different wildlife in Australia. Oh, to Australia. They have a lot of animals and things that can kill you. We don't. Ah, that makes sense. You have such a kind. New Zealand is known for being very, the people are kind, and it makes sense you wouldn't have killer animals. One love. LOL. The ants are like the Sea Org. The ants, no bueno. Okay. In New Zealand, we don't have snakes or really any deadly spiders, unlike Australia. Wow. Who is this? Jamie Pimento Elbay? Hey. All right. Well, hey, back. And Keiko Sophie, I did not know that. I kind of did, but I wasn't sure. Keiko. Yes, we have totally different wildlife. Australia is way more species. We pretty much have only birds and lizards, no snakes. Now that's interesting. Wow, I love birds. What was the other one? Birds and lizards. I kind of like lizards. I like frogs more than I like lizards. There's a guy in Australia, David Gibbons. He's an ex-Scientologist, and we used to laugh because they'd get a lot of rain in Australia, and so he made this little hotel for the frogs so that they'd have a place where they could go in. It was so sweet. We'd always ask him how are the frogs and stuff. It was really funny. The restaurant with the great is still there, I believe. It is like a man's name. Hmm. Okay, well, that's something. WP, yeah, it's in Santa Fe. Tori, I was wondering what your brother thinks about your YouTube channel. He thinks it's fantastic. I mean, he's not really a big computer guy. He's gotten more in the computer because of me, but and you know, just in general, all of us have gotten more in the computer. But I've helped him with some stuff. But and that I know that's kind of ironic when you think about it for me. but but he seems like he's cool with it. All right, so Sophie, Tori, you would love it here. We're all about our native birds. Ooh, we have birds, the bird of the year. Many endangered birds have been brought back from near extinction, and we work very hard to protect them. Ah, that's really sweet. My favorite bird story was I was flying once in an airplane, and you know how you see a V of birds, you know, like a whole bunch of them. This was it had to be thousands of them. It was just unbelievable. I started telling them, look out the window, and I mean, it was just for miles you could see them. It was amazing. It really was. They're incredible. I love birds. All right. Oh, we're past. We have 69 people and 79 likes. Yay! Thank you guys. Well, that's good. Well, because I'm worried I woke my brother up, I think I better go. But thank you for staying and talking to me. I could talk a little softer, maybe. I bet your brother's fascinated. I don't know if he watches it, but he loves that I have it. Juliet Lewis is actually now categorized on Wikipedia at the bottom of her page in an American former Scientologist? Really? There's a category for American former Scientologists? Wow, that's something. I gotta go look at this. That's a trip. Okay, Sophie, that's why our customers are very strict because we don't have a lot of pets. Oh, it's easier for me to get into America than back home. Makes sense. Later, I'm off to eat. I'm hungry. And yes, there are cannibals in Tasmania. You really are in Tasmania, you promise. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you for your update. You are welcome. I wasn't going to do it. I thought, oh, there weren't that many responses last night, and I thought, oh, these guys probably don't care. But then I thought, well, I don't know. I just want to kind of keep you updated. And this turned out great. All of you have been wonderful tonight. Thank you. Thank you for being here for us, Tori. You are welcome. Thank you guys for being here for me. Have a good night and have a great tomorrow. Thank you. I will witness. And Jake, she's never denounced the cult. Oh, Juliet Lewis hasn't? Hmm. Did you mean Castoma? Don't get eaten, J. Lord. Yes, my friend, I am. All right. Damn autocorrect. All right, peace out, all. Bye, Blizzard. Thanks for coming by. I Google search Juliet Lewis, and a lot of sites are coming up. She left, but I'm not sure if they're legit. That's a thing. They say that told Tom Cruise left. Yeah, right. Sorry, Tori. I meant to say customs. Okay, no problem. I know how the autocorrect is. We all live with that. These guys last night were talking about AI a whole bunch. It was very interesting. It really was. All right, well, anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you guys for coming by and being so wonderful. I love all of you, and I hope you have a fantastic tomorrow. And thank you for helping me celebrate my visit with my brother. All right, peace out. Okay. All right, there you go. Okay, so I'm going to end off now. Good night. You are welcome. Thank you. You too. You guys have a great day and a wonderful sleep if you're sleeping. And if you're eating, have a delicious dinner or breakfast. And I will see you guys soon. All right. Thank you for coming out. All right. Bye bye.